All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Three Blind Vikes, episode 14. Dan and Cora are running a little bit late, so we're going to start without them, and they will join us hopefully in a little bit. We get to talk about something we haven't talked about in a month. The Vikings coming away with a victory, a 31-0 whitewash of the Washington Commanders. This is the Vikings' first shutout win since that memorable 3-0 win against Las Vegas a couple of years ago. It had to hurt our head coach, Kevin O'Connell, to run the ball 30 plus times in this game. 34 carries. He had to feel uncomfortable. It had to feel like wearing a wool sweater on a warm summer day to him. But that's what the Vikings need to do. We've been talking about this for weeks. Run the football, run the football, run the football. That's where their strength is. By running the ball, and here is Cora.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Sorry.
We started without you.
Apparently, on the desktop, you get locked out of your messages and you need a passcode, but I don't remember ever setting up a passcode.
Oh, no.
So here we are.
Well, we just started. We're talking about our incredible 31-0 shutout.
That was something.
I mentioned the last time the Vikings won by shutout. Do you remember when that was?
No.
It was a very forgettable game. The Vikings beat the Raiders 3-0.
Oh, that's right. I was going to say Raiders too, because I feel like they talked about that on the broadcast.
Absolutely, like the most horrendous football game you could ever sit through.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
You couldn't even blame the weather because the game was inside. And it's like, oh boy.
It was awful. I do remember that.
But this was not.
No, it wasn't. This was actually okay. So I will say, every time we watched the games, I don't know. This season hasn't been super fun to pay attention to, right?
No.
So every time we watch the games, we're kind of like not super interested and not really paying attention. And this one was the same way. It just felt weird.
It was methodical.
Yeah.
It was very methodical.
Yeah, which I guess is a good thing.
Well, you have to win any way you can with this team.
Yes.
And like I was just saying, it had to be as uncomfortable as putting on a scratchy sweater in the middle of July for Kevin O'Connell to run the ball 34 times.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to open it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so I think what was I listening to? I was listening to Purple Insider, and they were talking about, well, I guess this is what simplifying the offense looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there we go. We've got an answer.
It's as simple as a college offense. Exactly the Michigan offense that Mr. McCarthy ran. Pound, pound, pound. Pound them into submission, then find somebody open. It doesn't have to be a star, as we saw, because Jets only had 11 yards on 2 grabs. Just find an open receiver. It doesn't matter who it is. Hit them. All 3 tight ends had catches in this game. All 3 touchdowns went to tight ends in this game.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's hard, right? It's hard. They won the game, but Jets wasn't involved. Is he going to be disgruntled? Is he going to start winding out? Is he going to get into Stephon Diggs mode where it's like, I'm not getting enough attention. I need to go somewhere where they're going to throw me the ball? It's possible. It's very possible. So are you willing to sacrifice winning games to keep your star receiver happy? And you can't even guarantee that because he wasn't happy when McCarthy was trying to get him the ball.
That's fair.
He was very frustrated with the ball because McCarthy couldn't find him because he was making bad throws in Jets' direction, throwing into heavy coverage and getting intercepted. I mean, O'Connell was great in the post game about Jets, saying they're going to work to get him the ball more and how his attitude hasn't changed and he's out there. He plays hard every play. Those are all good things to say about your star. And I believe he means that. But how do you get him the ball when your quarterback isn't reliable throwing it?
You know, I don't know.
You don't know, right? What do you bubble screens?
Yeah,
you're gonna have to bubble screen him to death.
I mean, I will say the one highlight was when he did make that deep throw to Justin Jefferson in the end zone. It was a good throw, but it was also like excellent coverage.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that he wasn't trying to get him the ball. I mean, the one time he threw to him, the one good time he threw to him besides the others,
right,
was just not the best. So I don't know.
I mean, I've managed to take and make a downer out of a 31-0 win. So
right, that's fair.
Right.
We did win that. We did shut them out, which I mean is saying something because Jaden Daniels isn't awful. He's good. Even coming back from injury, he's still good.
Yeah, he wasn't himself, but he's a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And the Vikings pressured him pretty well. I mean, when they stuffed him on the goal line stand was the big turning point, really, for me.
Honestly, I had zero faith in that fourth and what did it end up being? Fourth and
2, I think it was.
2. Yeah, I had no faith in that. I was thinking it was like, oh, here we go again.
My saving grace was I was thinking, please pass the ball, please pass the ball, please pass the ball. Because if they ran it, I think it would have been an easy 6.
Yeah.
And they drop back to passes. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yep. We've got a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. And speaking of chance, technically the Vikings still have a chance for the playoffs, which just goes to show you how weird this year is.
Yeah, it's very weird. But I mean, the mathematics to get in are ridiculous.
I mean, every team has to lose. Like, yeah. I think the Lions have to lose out. We have to win out. And who else has to lose out? I don't know. Someone else has to lose out. And I think, or maybe it's the Lions and the Packers have to lose out.
I'd just be happy to see them wreak a little havoc on the playoff picture from here on out.
Yes. I would be happy for them to beat Dallas, and then because they're actually fighting for something.
Yeah, this is this is an elimination game, in all honesty.
Yeah, so I'd be happy for them to upset some random people making it into the who's our last? Are we against the Packers? The last?
Yeah, we close out with the Pack, I think.
How beautiful would it be if we did what the Bears did to us? What was it? 2019? Does that sound right? When the Bears were literally playing for nothing, but all they needed to do was to beat us and we wouldn't make it to the playoffs. How beautiful would that be? How poetic would it be if we did that to the Packers?
Yeah, you can't there's always incentive when it's a divisional rivalry, and 2 of our last 4 games are division rivalries, and one of them is against the Giants, which you really should be able to beat the Giants.
I hope so.
But you never know, because the Giants could come out and play like they did against some other teams. Although they've always managed to come up short.
Yeah.
This year. They've played really well and come up short many, many times. Well, I don't know where your hubby is.
He is at practice. Due to the snow that we got the dumping on, the only time they rescheduled him for today, which was unhelpful. But they don't care.
Nobody cares. It snowed here today too.
It's messy. Do you want to know how ridiculous the snow was? So we got up this morning and Dan could drive around in our Suburban. I could go nowhere in our Subaru because they plowed all of our finger streets, but didn't plow the main street.
That's weird. Usually it's the other way around.
And they had to drive through the main streets to get to the finger streets.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Dan should be here probably in like 20 minutes.
Well, I think you can do your defensive segment because that was really the star of this game. What do you got for us, Cora?
Man, what is it? 18 or 48 total tackles, 18 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2, well, I guess it was only 4 total tackle for loss. And our favorite man, Mr. Harrison Smith, got an interception. On the day that Anthony Barr came and blew the Gallagher in Harrison Smith's jersey. I mean, they had a day. They caused a reckoning. Now, would have I liked to see more interceptions? Yes. But 2 is better than none.
2 is, you know what? If you get 2 a game, that's pretty solid.
Yes. That is not bad.
And a fumble.
They did great. I mean, I know Jane Daniels is coming off of whatever his arm, and I mean, we held them to 108 yards and 11 completions. That's like a single wide receiver stat.
Yeah.
And so it was a stomping. It was an embarrassment of the Commanders that the Vikings defense, who literally have struggled all year and people are like ragging on, come in and don't let them score a single point and give them a total stat line that is what one wide receiver gets in a game.
And they had a bunch. I mean, their first drive was a pretty long drive. So after that first drive, they were just flat.
They just stunk. And their rushing also similar, 107 yards, 23 attempts. I mean, this was an all-around stomping. It was such an impressive showing. And some of the podcasts I was listening to, they were talking about how Beeflo's defense works so much better when they're in the lead. And Beeflo's defense is a defense that you need to have the lead with, or you need to have the point advantage with. So like, we have to score first kind of thing. Because that's just how his defense thrives. And oh my gosh, did it. Oh my gosh, did it.
The thing that, fourth down stops have not been our thing this year. And they got 2 in this game.
I know. And I had no faith. The second one, I will say I had faith for. But the first one, I was like, there's no way. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again. And that's probably what the Commanders thought. They're like, okay, we're going to go fourth down. Have they ever held a fourth down yet this year? No. Here we go. And I guarantee you that's why they didn't kick it.
They should have run the football. If they ran the football, I think it would have been different.
And then they wouldn't have been shut out.
But you can't think that way when it's only 7-0. You got to think like we're on the 2 and we've moved the ball pretty well. It's a new era. Like they don't kick from the 2-yard line anymore. They don't take the easy 3. They want to.
That's fair.
Nobody does it. It's the analytics is ruining football to me, but it was great for me on Sunday because they used analytics and it blew up on them.
It was beautiful. I was very impressed with the defense. I was impressed with, Eric Wilson. He was awesome. He did so good. Even Dallas Turner did good. Obviously, Van Ginkel, he's becoming a beast again. And you honestly never hate to see a Harrison Smith interception.
It was so nice to watch, to see one of those again.
And, did you watch his post-game interview?
I didn't catch it, no.
Okay, so his post-game interview, they were just talking about how KOC motivated them and all this kind of stuff. And he said KOC's sentiment for the whole week was play like you would want your high school self to be proud of you.
I did see that. I did see that snippet. Yes, I did.
And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And he's like, like it made everyone kind of like take a step back and just kind of be like, we're playing in the NFL. Like, we are living our dream. And to see Harrison Smith like this far in and living his dream and still getting interceptions, I mean, you get feels.
That's the one thing I really, really like about Kevin.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is real or if it's just stuff we see on camera, but he really seems to get that locker room on his side.
Yeah.
And he motivates those guys to play for him and not be angry about being there. And even in a rough stretch, there's something about him. I think he's a good motivator. Again, I'm not in the locker room, so I don't know if some of these guys are like, this is all bull crap, like this rah-rah stuff isn't for me. I just deal with it because I have to. But it seems like most of the guys at least buy into it when the camera's on them.
Yeah. I think it's telling that Harrison Smith been through two coaches, I guess, not multiple. Wait, no. He's been through 3. Who was his first coach?
Wasn't Chili his first? No, I'm going back too far.
What's his name? I don't know, but he's been through 3 coaches with Minnesota Vikings because I know Zim wasn't his first coach because he was Anthony Barr's. Barr was his first draft pick.
It was Childress, wasn't it?
Childress, yes. Yes,
yeah,
Brad Childress. And the fact that he's been through Childress, Zimmer's like a defensive guy, and now he's in KOC, and like he's got to believe. I know you say like with your comment about him, and like I don't know if the guys actually buy into it, but they sure seem like it. How many years has Harrison Smith been in the NFL?
Yeah.
And KOC keeps convincing him to come back.
But he's an older player.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the younger guys are thinking like this is cornball stuff. It's not for me. I don't know that. Maybe they really do buy into it.
But when you have older players who are Harrison Smith buying into it, I feel like it gets the middle players to buy in. And the younger players, you're either buying in or you're out. So I think he's a really good motivator. And I think that Harrison Smith liking him is a tell that it's not just for show.
I like the fact that he did something that was out of his comfort zone on Sunday that he most likely did not really want to do, but he understood that was their best game plan.
Mm-hmm.
And he may have to do that the rest of the season, and it's not going to be comfortable.
Well, the only thing is that Dallas's defense isn't great. It's going to have to be a shootout. They're going to have to play like they did on Sunday against Dallas, like the offense is. But they can because Dallas's defense is also not great.
Well, the Commanders' pass defense was really bad coming into the game.
Yeah.
And KOC said, yeah, I get it, but our strength is running the football right now.
Yep.
So we'll throw when we can, but
play action was great.
Yeah. And again, he threw to the open man. That's all I wanted to do. Don't try and force it to guys.
Who was his first touchdown to?
Oliver.
Who's the other touchdown that I didn't, or who was the other tight end that I didn't realize was on our team?
Oh yeah, he hit like the third string tight end with his first.
Yeah. And I'm like, what are we doing here? But like, I'm not mad about it, but okay. Okay. I think maybe it's that when Dan was saying where in practice you don't run as fast as you do in a game. Maybe tight ends run as fast as they do in a game in practice. Because they just don't run very fast.
They have one speed and it isn't turbo.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Man. I have to think that's why.
It was a really, really good performance overall. Again, and it wasn't a highlight reel game, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Other than Gink's pick, which I thought was just typical.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to house that thing, and I couldn't believe he got caught.
Well, it was towards the end of the game, so
Yeah, and they
makes sense.
didn't need it. They didn't really need it.
But it would have been cool.
But it's the kind of game I'll take a lunch pail win every time over what we have been watching for the last month.
Sims. That's who it was.
Sims, yeah. Like who? Wait, who's that?
What position
Is he on our roster?
Yeah. And I will say, like, so the most receptions anyone had was 4.
Yep. Addison. Yep.
And like, I mean, Justin Jefferson had 2, and he was actually targeted this more times than everyone other than Addison.
Yep.
Addison was targeted 7 times and Justin was targeted 4. So, I mean, technically he's being targeted more than everyone else besides Addison, but yeah. It was, I think this could be a little notch in a successful game, but you can't say we've turned the corner until Justin Jefferson gets involved.
No, absolutely not. But when both of your top running backs average, Mason was just under 5 yards a pop, and Jones was just under 5 yards a pop. Like,
and Scott was at 5 yards.
Yeah. So Scott, like, we had a Scott sighting. Exactly. Like,
yeah,
he emptied the bench and everybody ran the ball well. And it's got to be killing him, though. Yep. But this is the only way it's going to work until McCarthy hopefully gets it figured out.
Yep.
That was a step in the right direction, but it wasn't like he put up massive numbers in this game.
I mean, 163 yards.
Yeah, and 16 for 23. It was efficient, if nothing else.
Well, and I think they were saying that when he was playing, it was more like KOC, instead of giving him the play and letting him interpret it, KOC gave him the answers.
Yeah.
KOC said, this is what this play is, this is where it needs to go, and then this is what needs to happen, and this is what needs to happen. Instead of saying, this is the play, these are your reads or whatever, he gave him the answers. And I mean, obviously it's not going to work for forever, but I think, I think Dallas's defense is better than Washington.
Dallas is just a better team. Their offense is better. So you're going to have
great, but they're also going to be playing for something.
Yeah, they were playing for something against the Lions though last week, and they got housed. So you just don't know in this season.
Honestly, you have no idea.
You don't know who's going to show up.
What's going to happen?
No.
I feel like I've been surprised at so many games, and I'm like, wait a second, what are we doing here?
Well, I was very surprised this Sunday. I did not see that coming by a long shot.
No. 31-0. I mean, I saw them winning.
You did. I was the only one who didn't.
I didn't expect them to win 31-0.
No,
I don't even think I expected last year's team to win 31-0.
No, we never expect them to win 31-0. That's not the Vikings. They don't do stuff like that.
No.
It was a good one. Let's pick our stars, even though Dan's not here.
Okay.
Who is your star? We're only gonna pick 2 this week unless Dan gets here in a couple minutes.
I am gonna go with Redmond.
Good choice. He's on my list.
6 tackles, 3 solo, 1 sack, 2 tackle for loss. I'd love to go with Van Ginkel as well, but Redmond just had a better overall performance.
You can take him in Dan's behalf. He loves Dan.
I'll have Dan take Ginkel. He had let's see, 4 total tackles, 1 solo, and 1 fantastic 40-yard interception.
It was pretty.
It was pretty. It was.
Well, I'm not taking Aaron Jones. I should, but I'm not going to.
Fair.
because I'm feeling nostalgic tonight. It might be the last one we see out of him.
Ugh, I don't want to think about that.
And he's my favorite. I mean, I have his picture hanging in my office, looking over me. I'm going with Harry. Hitman, 4 tackles, 3 solo, an interception. It's just I'm taking this. I'm taking nostalgia. I'm taking my favorite guy on the team. I don't care. That's who I want this week. I'm going with Harry as my pick for start of the game.
And it's just sentimental. Makes you feel good.
Yeah. And we took this out this year, but I actually put KOC on my list because he did something uncomfortable and it worked.
Yeah, he did something uncomfortable. He was successful with it, and he got the team to believe again.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to see the post game presser on his post game locker room on this one, and it was all I could ask for.
Yeah. I think he did mention his high school thing in that post game.
Yeah, he did. He started out with it, I think.
Yeah. I thought that was excellent because it really gives them perspective, and it gives them, who are we playing for? Kind of like JJ in the beginning of the year where he's like, where else would you rather be?
Yeah.
I don't think JJ is a hopeless cause. And I think when he figures his stuff out, and I think he will, because he just has that vibe about him, I think he's going to be one of those, quarterbacks that everyone is happy to play for. And everyone is like, yeah, he just knows what to say and when to say it. Because
he's got to win that locker room. He got a game ball too, I think. I think O'Connell gave him a game ball for his performance.
By default.
Yeah, he's got to win over that locker room. That's something our quarterbacks seem to have been able to do under him. I think Kirk under him was just a totally different quarterback.
Yeah.
And
Sam was obviously a totally different quarterback.
And they rallied around Sam, boy.
Yep.
You saw the locker room post games, and they rallied around Sam. They loved Sam. So
and maybe this year has to happen so that they can rally behind him going forward. Where they're where KOC comes in and says, man, remember what they were saying about us last year? Remember what they were saying about JJ last year? Where is that guy?
That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping for. I really am hoping that the kid isn't a bust.
Yeah.
That they figure out the best way to use his skill set, and he's a successful quarterback because he's our quarterback.
Yeah.
Bottom line, he's our quarterback. And I will say that about anybody who steps in behind center for the Vikings. Unless they're a real clown, a real jerk off the field, I'm going to want them to do
it. If the Vikings picked up Deshaun Watson, I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, that's kind of how I would have felt. He would not have fit the mold of a Viking quarterback to me. I would not have wanted him. No. And there are several others in the league I would not want in Minnesota. But as long as you're at least appear to be a decent guy, I'm going to pull for you. I want you to win as my quarterback. Yeah. That's how I was with last year with Darnold before he showed that he could actually play in the league again. People were like, oh, Sam Darnold. Like, hey, he's our quarterback. Go get him, Sammy. And he did.
My comments last year are kind of biting me in the butt this year about our offense is too good for really any good quarterback to not succeed.
Yeah, but you said any really good quarterback.
Yeah, right I said any average quarterback can do well. And so I don't want to think JJ is below average, but at this point in time, I'm not sure if he's above average.
His learning curve he's at the beginning of his learning curve.
Yep.
Let's not forget, most of the quarterbacks that we've had under O'Connell have been guys who've been in the league for a little bit.
Yep.
Their learning curve has already started to ramp somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
His is at the bottom.
Very
so
bottom.
Even when I get frustrated with him, I have to step back and say, let's just see.
He's a baby.
Yeah, well, part of it's in the coaching, though. We said that all along.
Yep.
Coaches weren't helping him.
Yep.
So they helped him on Sunday. And
Yep.
that's why they're 31-0 winners.
That was awesome.
Let's talk X Factors. Dare we talk X Factors?
Let's go.
Well, Dan, who has no, you were coming off of the controversial win.
I was.
You took Dallas.
Yep.
Not bad. 2 tackles, 1 solo.
Yeah.
He was there.
He was present on the field.
Not what
sort of helpful.
Not what he had done though recently. No. Now Dan took Addison. 4 catches. He led the team with 62 yards, but 7 targets.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a 21-yard catch in there.
And I wouldn't say all of the targets were catchable.
No, they were targets, right? Targets are like, they should really qualify those targets.
Yeah.
You can target a guy and throw it 5 feet over his head.
Yep.
There's nothing he's going to do with that. You want to put like catchable targets.
Yeah.
So maybe, but, and I took the Corey route on this one. I said, give me Eric Wilson. 6 tackles, a couple of solos, a sack, and a tackle for loss.
And he was playing out of position.
And he got praised by some pretty big names on Sunday. So
I mean, I think I even shouted him out in the beginning when I got here. So
I'm not saying I should get this one, but
I think it's fair to say that he should win.
Okay, then I'm going to take my victory this week. Hello, kiddos.
I can't shower. Joy's in the bathtub. Oh, okay, I'm on a show, guys.
A show?
Sorry.
A show. This is what our show's about. It's chaos all the time.
Chaos all the time. Goodbye, Lila. Good night.
We live for the chaos.
Hello.
Oh, there's chaos. Speaking of chaos,
I made it.
There's Captain Chaos.
I can sit down, and you can probably see
If
me.
Dan sits down, we'll probably still be able to see him. Oh,
There we go.
Wow.
Captain
This is me
Chaos.
sitting and this is Dan sitting.
Well, we're glad you can make it. We're almost done now, though.
Better late than never.
You'll be here. We'll probably get a question in tonight, though, so that's always good.
You're here for the best part.
That's fair.
Okay, so we're deciding who the X Factor is.
Oh, this last game?
Addison or Eric Wilson. I agreed with John that it should be Eric Wilson. But if you want to make a case for Addison, we can hear you. He did have the most receptions.
And the most yards.
And the most
the most
yards.
yards,
Here you go.
yeah.
Here you go. So, shoot. Addison, 4 receptions, 62 yards, 7 targets. Okay. Eric Wilson, 6 tackles,
Yeah.
2
Eric
solo,
Wilson.
sack.
Yeah. I give it to Eric Wilson.
We agree.
All right.
Like Addison it was okay.
He had a 21-yard catch in there, which was pretty. It was a nice catch.
Yeah, but like I don't know, 62 yards, 4 catches. That's just kind of it's okay. It's not amazing.
It wasn't this focus of the offense on Sunday. Either.
Yeah.
As we've been talking about our commitment to running the football, which is amazing.
Right.
All right. Well, I should really pick like real X Factors. We should really try and get real X Factors though for this one.
Oh,
Like-
I did also pick Van Ginkel as your star of the game.
Yeah.
We know that he's got a spot in your heart, and we figured that's who you would have taken.
He's the epitome of like Viking.
He looks like a Viking.
He
Yeah.
He
does.
literally looks like a Viking. If you gave him a hammer, they would think he was Thor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I went very, old school with mine. I took Hitman, so
Yeah. That was good for him. He cut that pass off. That was
so beautiful.
great to see.
it took us back a couple of years to when he did that on the regular.
Right.
Well, we got to pick our X factors for this week.
Yeah.
I get to go first because I got the win. Sometimes going first isn't the way to go, though. I haven't heard from him in a while. Isaiah Rodgers is going to be my pick this week.
Okay.
We haven't heard a lot from him lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's due.
Okay.
And this could be that game. When he
Could.
steps in front of a Dak Prescott pass, thwarts a drive somewhere, maybe scoops one up. I don't know if he'll take it to the house, but he might fall on a fumble. So I'm going to go with Isaiah Rodgers.
I like it.
Now, Cora, since you and Dan are tied, we'll let you go next because you were the last one to win.
I am going to take the other side of the field, John, and go with Murphy.
Murph, who's also been picked many times this year and has failed us all miserably.
Yes. So when you said I'm going to go with someone who hasn't been, who's been quiet, I was like, is he going to steal my X Factor? So I'm going to go with Murphy. I think the defense is showing life again, showing sparks again.
Yeah.
And Murphy was such an integral part of the defense last year. And they're all showing their sparks and everything again. And I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is in or not. He was questionable, or was he out? I can't remember. But
Concussion protocol, right? With him?
yeah. So I am going with Murphy.
Man, we've all, I think, picked Murphs at least once this year, and he just has not done anything for us.
I know.
I actually hope you're right this week.
I do too.
All right, Dan. Who's your X this week?
After watching last week, I think they made a case for it. Wait, I just blanked. Who'd you pick, John?
I took Rodgers.
Rodgers.
I picked Murphy.
Okay. Mason. Jordan Mason.
It's our same ones we rotate.
Yeah. I mean, we just proved that we can run the dang ball.
Yeah, we got to freaking run the
Like,
yeah.
Teams are averaging 4.7 yards against the Cowboys. Averaging 125 yards a game. Like, we're 15 games in. Like, we've let him have a day. Let him have a day.
Just like hand it off. Be the handoff machine to Mason, to Jones. Put Scott in there. I mean, they all were right around 5 yards.
Yeah.
That's what he did in college. He knows how to do it.
He does. That's his best. Let him be his best.
Hand it off 35 times, throw it about 20, keep them honest, and control the clock.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily need another 19-play, 98-yard, 12-plus minute drive, but I'm not going to say no to one.
No, makes their defense, their defense that's not great, tired.
Yep.
And our defense that is pretty good, rested.
And sassy. We love a sassy B-flow.
We do like sassy. We like our sassy team. I like Mason. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I like all of our picks.
Maybe they'll all do so well. We'll have a struggle picking who.
We'll have to
We'll
deck
have
it
to
out.
Argue about
who did the best out of the stars.
Out of the best.
And what if all three of us pick each other's X Factor for a star next week?
If they all three do good, we're all picking our own. You know how that works.
No, because what if you go first?
And I pick mine.
You would pick yours?
If all three do really well, yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. We haven't even stepped on the field yet. We haven't even kicked them off.
We might not even show up.
It's nighttime Sunday, right?
Sunday night game, yeah.
Sunday night game against the Cowboys team that's been pretty hot lately.
Their defense has been struggling, so there's that.
Vikings haven't beat them in their last 3 meetings.
We were at that first one.
Yep.
At home on Halloween, and we were dressed up as Vikings.
I remember the picture in your profile. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
our iconic picture.
And Chris
Those are really
Carter pointed at us on escalators and was like,
Yes. You told me that story. Yeah.
I wish I would have had enough brain capacity to be like, hey, will you get a picture with us? Because he probably would have.
Yeah, he probably would have. And then I'd have been super jealous.
That's on you.
That's on me.
That's on
I'd have
him.
been super
I'm the
jealous.
logical one. I'm the one that doesn't get overly excited about seeing anyone famous. Anyone.
First time I
famous.
saw Adam Thielen, I was like, Dan, is that him? Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, yep,
We were in the pickup line
that's him.
for picking up our kids from school.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
Now
And
let's
then
get chill.
I saw Kirk
Just the guy.
Cousins from across the way, and I was like, don't hit him. Don't hit him. I mean, I wasn't going straight. He was behind me. But still, I was like, what if I go in reverse and accidentally hit him? You know. Andrew DePola, first time I saw him, I was like, sir, it's really nice to see you.
We all love Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah.
No true Viking fan doesn't love our long snapper,
How can you hate a long snapper on a team?
If they throw it over their
especially
head.
when he's a Pro Bowler all the time.
That's how. U.S. towel. That's how.
Yeah, I have a CC jersey that he signed for me through the mail, and I didn't even ask him to do it. And the signature has faded because it was in the sunlight,
No.
Oh.
so you can't even see it anymore.
Oh, bummer.
I had it framed and everything, and it was in sunlight, and the sun faded away the ink, and I can't read it anymore.
Such a bummer.
And it crushed my heart
Yeah.
because he's one of my favorites. Hey, guess what? You know what it's time for?
Take us back.
Holla! All right. Oh, that was bad. It sounded like Peter Brady. How about November 10th, 2019? Let's go then.
I like it.
At AT&T Stadium. Dallas took the ball first on their first drive, kicked from 57 yards away, and missed their field goal. So no points for Dallas on their first drive. The Vikings, however, with their first drive, with 9.5 minutes to play in the quarter, Kirk hit Rudy from a yard out, 7-0. On the drive, Dalvin Cook had 2 big catches, and there was a 15-yard face mask penalty to key the drive. Rudy's touchdown, one-handed, back corner of the end zone, toe tap. Pretty.
Gotta
With
love
32 seconds left in the first quarter, Kirk found Rudy again, another 1-yard touchdown, 14-0 Vikings after 1. Dallas would cut the lead to 14-7. Dak Prescott to Michael Gallup, 23-yard touchdown pass with 8:08 left in the half. There was a great catch by Amari Cooper on 3rd and 12, kept the drive alive. I know, but just a fantastic catch. You couldn't beat it.
This is
Dallas-
when Dan was a Cowboys fan
Well,
during this game.
we're glad he changed spots.
I am too.
Dallas ties the game with just under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Dak hits Randall Cobb from 22 yards out. Dallas converted 3 third downs on the drive, and the TD was a 3rd down pass. So the old Viking nemesis
Great on the third down.
bit them in the butt. Vikings took the ball after that touchdown, went minute 54 seconds down, set up Dan Bailey for a 26-yard field goal, took a 17-14 lead into the half. Diggs had an incredible catch on the drive. It was an underthrown pass, got his hands under it. Actually, it was originally called incomplete. They did official review, and they said, nope, it's a catch. Vikings lead 17-14 at the half. First drive of the second half, 9:38 left. Bailey pushes the lead to 20-14 with a 27-yard field goal. However, 2 minutes and 37 seconds later, Dallas takes its first lead of the game. Dak Prescott to Amari Cooper, 12-yard touchdown pass, 21-20. On the drive, Cooper, just 2 incredible catches. Again, he had some amazing catches in this game. The touchdown pass itself was just, it looked like Dak was throwing it away. Cooper gets over, extends, keeps his feet in, touchdown. 2 seconds left in the third. Vikings take the lead back. Dalvin Cook from 2 yards out on a 4th and goal. Kirk to Rudy for the 2-point conversion, and the Vikings lead 28-21 in the 4th. The 2-pointer, Rudy just outjumped the defender, extended his arms above, and he looked down on him like he was looking down on a little kid asking him for a quarter. It was great. 10 minutes left in the game. Brett Maher, field goal for the Cowboys, 23-yarder, 28-24. On that drive, a 3rd and 14 was converted by the Cowboys. And then later, Dak avoids a sack and gets a big completion. And then even later in the drive, on a 3rd and 5, after they looked like the Vikings had a sack to end the drive, they got called for a defensive hold. So it was a drive that luck played a big role in for the Cowboys, in my opinion, which doesn't matter for anything. Then late in the game, Dallas drives down from their own 6 to the Vikings 14, and on a 4th down, Eric Kendricks diving stab knocks a pass away that would have been a 1st down. Vikings take over on downs. Dallas would get the ball back. With 19 seconds to play, they took over on their own 48 after a punt. But on a Hail Mary, this time it didn't work out for the Cowboys. J-Ron Curse intercepts in the end zone. Vikings on 28-24 Minnesota.
Let's go.
Woo! Some stats. Kirk, 23 completions and like 220 yards, I think it was in the game. My stat line is, I typed it in wrong. Wasn't in 2 touchdowns. It was an okay game, nothing great. Diggs was the top, or Cook was actually the top receiver. 7 catches, 86 yards.
Dang.
Diggs had 49 on 3 grabs. Rudy, 5 catches, 14 yards, but 2 touchdowns.
Let's go, Rudy. He's the mattress, remember?
Yes. On the ground, Cook, 26 carries, 97 yards and a touch. Madison, 8 carries, 52 yards. The team, 36 carries, 153 yards and a touchdown. Running game, winning games. On defense, the Vikings allowed only 50 rushing yards on 22 attempts in this game. And that was really the main stat because Prescott had a huge game passing, but they held him to only 50 yards on the ground. Why do I pick this one? This is the last time the Vikings beat the Cowboys. I just said they lost 3 in a row to them. It was also, though, a game in Dallas on Sunday Night Football.
And it was a shootout, which is what everyone expects this one to be.
So.
Not a shootout, but like a back and forth.
A back and forth. There was a nip and tuck all the way. So that is this week's Valhalla Back.
I like it.
Good pick.
Last week, our scores. Cora picked the Vikes to win 16-9.
That was kind of close.
Dan went 17-10 Vikings. I didn't even want to tell you. I picked I put Washington to win 24-10. I didn't know we were going to run the ball 34 times.
Right.
Had I known that, maybe I would have picked differently.
Right. I might have bumped my score up higher.
You know, if I knew they were going to change things up on us. How about some scores for this week? What do you got, Cora?
24-21 Vikings. A game-winning field goal by the Thrill himself.
From 59 yards out.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. I was gonna say it's gonna be some sort of record-breaking field goal. Whether it's like longest field goal in Dallas or like
longest field goal to win a game.
Longest Vikings field goal.
It would have to be a really long field goal to be the longest in Dallas, though, because their kicker, I think, hit like a 60-plus yard bomb at some point.
Yeah. 64, I think.
64 yards or something like that.
Or like the longest field goal Vikings have kicked to win a game or something. Something record breaking.
You know, I'd be okay if it was a 23-yard chip shot. That's just
fair.
Right.
A nice, easy kick to win the game would be fine.
24-21.
All right, Dan, what do you got?
You're not going to like me too much.
That's okay.
Dallas.
I'm picking Dallas to win. And so far, the trend is that the offense in JJ does really well, and then they don't.
Which was kind of the case Sunday.
So
the end of the game wasn't great.
I do think we lose the game 21-10.
So you think the defense does show up?
Yeah.
21-10?
Hey, Bob. 21-10.
Bob made it. He's late, but he made it.
I think we give up 3 touchdowns, and there's only one in each quarter. They don't score multiple in each quarter. I think it's 21-10.
Wow.
All right. You know what the Vikings haven't done yet this year?
Win multiple games in a row.
Yes, they have not won back-to-back games. They are 5-8 without winning 2 in a row.
This
They
is
will
their
be-
time to switch it.
They will be 5-9 after this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I like what they did against a very mediocre to bad Washington team. It was great. If they try it again, I think they could stay in the game. If they fall behind by a couple of scores early and panic, they're in deep trouble. Because they will definitely abandon the game plan. They will start throwing the ball all over the place, and bad things happen when McCarthy throws the ball all over the place. So I'm taking Dallas 27-17.
That's better than
Yeah.
Dan.
I think the offense is a little bit different and a little bit better. I think they're starting to figure things out. I know he hates it, but he's got to do it. O'Connell's got to run the ball. It's not his game plan. It's not in his DNA, but
Yep. I mean, the Cowboys don't have the greatest run defense. Like, you've got to exploit it. You've got to play to these things.
I'm not saying they can't win. I think the Vikings can win the game.
Yep.
I just don't see it happening.
No, the trend is not favoring them.
You got
Not in Jerry World on Sunday night. Maybe if it was a 1 o'clock kickoff at the bank, I would think.
Even if it was at the bank, I don't think I would change.
Have we had we've had a primetime night game that against the Bears, right?
The opening, Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played on Thursday too already.
Even at the bank, like, it's hit or miss on what you're gonna get.
I think we got it.
I hope we do.
I would love to see us be wrong. I would love to see Cora be right.
I would love to be right.
Yeah.
I would love to have Cora be 100% accurate this week.
I would love to be pleasantly surprised.
I just feel like the Thrill might pull out a specialty thing this week or they might get him in because he was featured on their social medias. Him and his wife making
Croquembouche. Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
I love Croquembouche, by the way.
So
It's good stuff.
So now that we've mentioned food, we should probably get to the questions.
yeah.
Time. This is our favorite part, and I think anybody who listens, probably this is their favorite part too.
Yeah.
All right, here's my question. What is your favorite non-chocolate based candy?
Albanese sour gummy bears.
Yeah, I know about them.
Yep.
Yeah,
those are-
we get them here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They're the blue stripe ones. They're the best.
I like the sour strips or nerd clusters. They're pretty much the same. You know what's really good? Mix them together.
I like a good
nerd cluster with a sour strip.
I like a good sour strip. I keep those in the car on occasion.
Did you know sour candy helps with anxiety?
No, but now I do.
So
those are good choices. I have a lot of. I have car candy. Do you guys have car candy?
No, I have car hot sauce.
Do you car hot sauce? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Checking hot sauce on the road.
No, you pick up some like food or Taco Bell or any other kind of food, and
it's there.
got a couple dashes of hot sauce on it.
See, Dee would love that. That's her thing. She like.
Yeah.
I mean, I like hot sauce too, but
Dan's advent calendar this year is a hot sauce calendar.
Oh, neat.
It's okay.
Yeah, they taste like flavored Tabasco.
Oh, my girl.
We won't do it again, but it was fun.
Yeah,
My girls got me an assortment of little ones a couple years ago, all different hot sauces. They were pretty good.
we get like the variety mix of Cholula, and those are good.
Yeah, Cholula. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite one, and I think Swedish Fish are pretty high on my list.
Yeah.
But It's probably sugar babies.
Okay.
There's a box of sugar babies in my car right now.
We don't eat a ton of sugar babies,
No.
but we do appreciate the sugar babies.
But when I worked for the baseball team, I would get like the massive bag Swedish fish.
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was buying 2 bags per game because
Oh wow.
yeah, but not for me. The guys
Okay.
I bring them for the press box and they'd pound those things. We had a general manager who'd come up and he'd put his hand in the bag saying, I hate these things.
Jolly Ranchers are good, Bob.
He'd grab 3 handfuls saying how much he hated them. And I was like, Bob, if you hate them, keep your hand out of the bag because other people who like them want
because everyone else that likes them wants them.
And there was a stand there that sold Italian ice. Ooh. They had Swedish fish flavored Italian ice. So I would buy the Italian ice and put fish in my Italian ice.
Fancy.
That would be amazing.
It was delicious.
That would be amazing.
So it's not Swedish fish though, but because I don't keep them on hand, but I'll still pound a bag of Swedish fish.
They're good. They're good.
All right. That was my question.
What
are your questions?
What
are your questions?
Penny, what is a race that what is a race you wish you could complete? Like, my choice is not that I think I could do it now or even train for it now, but there was a while that I wanted to train for an Ironman.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I could do it now because it takes too much time that I just don't have. Because you have one of my old coworkers trained for an Ironman while we were working at the same time, and he goes, "This is a once in a lifetime thing that I will do because I don't want to train for an Ironman again." No, the Ironman itself, amazing and awesome, but training for it takes away so much time of like family time. There was a point in time where I wanted to do an Ironman.
Okay. Would the Amazing Race count, or would I have to pick an actual?
Yeah, it's a race.
Totally, the Amazing Race.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I watched that. We watch it. Okay, I've always watched it. It's my favorite, probably my favorite reality game show type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, don't tell me about this week, because I haven't watched this week. I'm always like a week behind on my episodes. We just watched last week's. I always said when I was younger, I wanted to go with my brother and try out for it. They had a local thing. We never went. And now I'm just way too old to do that. But it would be the Amazing Race. I would love to compete in that.
My mom signed us up. So me, my brother Sam, and her for the Amazing Race. There was one year that was really close after my dad passed away, where there was a mom and her son and daughter, and their husband and dad had just passed away, and we were rooting for them hardcore. And so my mom was like, tried to get us in it. We never like made it past any rounds, but we did sign up to try and be on the Amazing Race because of that family.
It's so wild. I love it.
It'd be so cool.
So much stuff that you could do.
Yeah.
My brother and I said we'd never get out of the first airport. We'd get lost coming out.
I feel like Dan and I would kill it. We'd be incredibly entertaining as well.
We would.
That's what they want. They want you to be entertaining.
They would want the camera on.
Yes. Half the time we're like, to be a fly on the wall.
Yes.
Because that's what we thought. My brother and I, we probably wouldn't have won, but we think we could have entertained because when we get together,
entertainment value there.
We could entertain.
Yep.
All right, Dan, what's your race?
Mine's just a marathon.
Is that something you want to train for, or at one point in time you thought it would be cool?
At one point in time, I thought it would be cool. I don't think my back would be able to handle it.
Fair.
It was like I've had back surgery, and so I don't think my back would be able to handle a full marathon. I could do a half. I've done 10 miles straight, and that was fine. I could have gone another 3. So like doing a half would be fine, but I don't think my body and back would be able to handle a full anymore.
I had a friend who ran them.
We have a friend who runs them.
Yeah.
They do
I ran
the Duluth one every year.
I ran a 5K once, and that was my highlight of my running career.
So Dan and I did Ragnar's
We
in
just missed
2023
this
and
year.
2024, and we're trying to get on a team for 2026. But Dan's first year, he ran 19.5 miles. I ran 16.4. Year 2, Dan ran 20.29 miles, and I ran 20.2. Now, the Ragnar race, at least in Minnesota, you run from the capital up to Duluth, and it's a relay race. So you run 3 different legs.
You're on 3 legs. They're
And
12 hours apart.
And I think our longest legs ever were like 9 or 10 miles.
Yeah, I think
and then the rest is like divided up.
10.2.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So we did that, and I think we're going to try and see if we can do it again for 2026, but we just have to find a team.
Yeah.
So.
I want the 11 miles then. I want the 11 miles.
You want the Ragnar leg?
I want the Ragnar leg.
That's van 1, babe.
I know.
Okay.
I want to hear more about this when you do it, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's impressive.
It's a lot of fun. You sleep in a van.
Down by the river?
Yeah, I mean, you could. We slept in vans at a school, so that might be kind of creepy, but
down by the river. A van by the school, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's going to get you questioned quite a bit.
It's better than sleeping in the school. We did the first year though.
You did. I did not. I slept. I didn't sleep the first year. Yeah. I stayed awake the whole time, man.
We got to be in the same van.
Yeah.
All right.
Dan, you have a question? Yeah.
What is a Christmas tradition that you have that you don't think other people do?
I got 2, but one I don't want to talk about on air.
I have one.
Okay.
You know what the one is, I think.
I think maybe. I do.
That I don't want to talk about on the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who might be listening.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I know the one. Yeah.
And but we tell everyone, and we're like, "This guy's so awesome."
Yeah.
This is why.
But honestly, it's the popcorn thing. I make every year for my work, for my job. Every office gets to pick a flavor, and I make it for them. And this year we added in, as long as you paid for the ingredients and made a donation to a charity, I will make you popcorn. And I've got like 16 orders to fill in the next week.
Nice.
So I think that's probably it. That's the tradition. Now, I don't think a lot of people do stuff like that. Matter of fact, we just made another friend, one of my Buffalo friends, did a raffle for the Erie County Humane Society. We made $450 on the raffle, and I am making a batch of popcorn for 4 winners.
Nice.
So,
I love that.
So it's probably the popcorn thing. I'm going to say popcorn.
I like it. My favorite tradition that I know for a fact not very many people do, when we set up the tree, the first ornaments that go on are spiders.
I remember you told me this. Yeah.
Yep. It is my spider is the original spider and the original thing that we got from my grandpa, because my grandpa used to make them. And then we tell this like whole story about like, it's, I don't remember what we read the story and whatever, but my mom has made spiders for all the kids. So we have 4 spiders that go on the tree because Dan doesn't have one / I think we might have lost yours.
Nope, never
had one. Do you want one? Should I make you one?
I would like one, yeah.
Okay, I'll make him one this year. But
you must name it Aragog, though.
Yes. Yeah. And they go on the tree, and they're the first decoration and the last decoration that comes off.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Story.
That's very cool. Do they look real? Do people think, oh my gosh, they're real spiders?
No, because
they're beads. They're shiny.
Mine would probably look the most real.
Yeah, they're not as shiny.
But it's not, because they're not as bright color beads. Mine's like orange and brown. But
like a tarantula.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dan, what's your tradition?
Every Christmas morning, we make orange pancakes.
Oh.
It's
orange pancakes.
Orange pancakes. Yep.
With
And
the
we say
zest and
orange.
everything?
What's that?
With the zest and everything?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah.
What do you use for syrup though? Do you use maple
Oh,
syrup?
we
No,
use
use syrup.
orange butter.
We make our own orange.
Make our own orange butter.
Well, we use butter and then add
Yeah.
powdered sugar, and
It's it's more like orange frosting.
it's orange frosting.
Okay. Well, that's okay. That's good. then.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It took me 4 years.
Into our marriage, 4 years.
No,
yeah.
not into the
Yeah.
marriage. It took
Yeah,
2 or 3 years into the marriage
Sure, sure.
before I got the recipe from Dan's mom.
Well, she had to make sure. She had to make sure you were
We
ready.
had
For
a
it.
baby already.
We had 2.
She had to make sure you were ready for
We
it.
had-
No,
we
no,
had
because I
2.
had it before Lucas.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no. That would have been less than 2 years into the marriage.
Okay, then maybe it was 2 years.
No, it wasn't. It was 3 to 4.
No, because we
Yeah.
made them. We made them when we got home from the hospital.
With Lucas?
Yeah,
No,
because I went in Christmas Day,
no. Because as soon as we got the recipe, we made it for like weeks.
and then his mom was like, "You're killing the
You
specialness."
can't-
We're like,
Yeah.
"You can't tell us what to do."
Yeah.
There's no killing the special.
So now we only make it for like Easter and Christmas.
Easter, Christmas, New Year's, maybe a birthday.
But I like that. That's great.
It's good.
That's a good tradition.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. We've got a game Sunday night. I
We have
hate
a
Sunday
game.
night games. I can't stand primetime games, but it is what it is.
I hate waiting all day.
Same. So next Wednesday, we will be back. Hopefully talking about the Vikings' second consecutive win for the first time all year.
Yep.
If not, we will get you through. for
We
bad-
will talk about.
We are your emotional support podcast.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
we'll
That's
talk
what we're here
about the
for.
Vikings setting themselves up for a potential better draft pick. So
There's a
and
silver
there's
lining
a
to
silver
everything.
lining to this.
everything.
Mhm.
And maybe we'll see some guys improve and some guys step up that maybe we can
Yeah.
incorporate more into next year.
Maybe we
So
should
there's-
change our name. Three Blind Vikes, the Silver Lining Podcast.
The Silver Lining Podcast. Your therapy, your group therapy.
We lost, but we're gonna talk about food.
Yes, but there will be food. Wake the neighbors, call the wife and kids. All right.
Yeah.
Time to go. Take us out. Terry's. See you guys
Yeah.
next week.
Look at your hands.
Woo, go. Score. Go.